something that shows strength. It shows the willingness to try anything it takes to make a relationship work. But a lot of times people get caught up making sacrifices for bullshit. And at the moment you make the sacrifice, you feel like, well, it's for the better of the relationship, and maybe you're sacrificing working that dream job you had to move to wherever that girl lives, to live with her.
Yeah.
Maybe you're sacrificing that. And while you're living with her, you realize she ain't cooking, she ain't cleaning, she's not really trying to work on the relationship. So you're sacrificing for bullshit, bro.
Yep.
So there's nothing wrong with you making the decision to make a sacrifice for your relationship, but when you realize the sacrifice you're making is for bullshit, or it is for somebody who's not making that same effort to try to get you out of the position where you're making a sacrifice. Because you make a sacrifice so that one day you don't have to sacrifice anymore.
Yeah.
You're not sacrificing to sacrifice forever.
No.
You're sacrificing for now so that one day you can both be on an even playing field or an even ground where no one has to sacrifice and you're both moving forward together. But when you're just sacrificing for someone who's just doing bullshit, not trying, and just so they can be comfy, nah. You got to recognize that, and you got to address that. And once you address it, if you realize things still aren't changing, you got to bounce, man. And, I don't care how much you care about a person, you love a person, because you can love a person to the end of the earth, but it doesn't mean you're supposed to be with that person. And that's something I've learned in my life. You can have such strong feelings for someone, and love doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with that person. Mm-hmm. So you can still love that person, but you need to realize for yourself, me being with this person in that capacity to where we're a couple is actually bringing me down a notch. I can't elevate to my best self. I can't move forward and accomplish the goals and dreams I have for myself. This person's actually holding me back. I love them for who they are, but who they are holds me back from who I'm supposed to be. So y'all gotta recognize, don't sacrifice for bullshit. And sometimes disconnecting from that person in a capacity of being a couple will actually make you guys have a better relationship.
It will.
Because you don't have that tie where you feel obligated because you're a couple. You can just, you do you, I do me. We come together when we need to. We make things work when we need to. But we don't need to be in each other's faces all day, every day. Because that's going to make me hate you. It's going to make you hate me. And we're just going to hate each other. So ladies and gentlemen, please, don't sacrifice for bullshit. Be the best version of yourself. And that's JoKnows. JoKnows best.
Well said.
It hasn't even sunk in for me yet. It hasn't even sunk in for me yet.
It's sunk in for me.
Well, because you're not a fan, so obviously it's sunk in
for
me.
No. Wow.
You're a fan now. You're a fan now?
I've always been a fan.
I've
always been a fan.
Don't make...
This guy wants to fight me.
Don't you dare.
Listen.
No,
look,
bro. Okay, go ahead.
KoJo.
Explain yourself.
I've always been a fan of LeBron James.
Fuck off, bitch. Nah, fuck you, dog. You can't talk that shit. You can't jump on this bandwagon, bro. There's no more.
There's no room?
Dog.
Please, yo.
Fans are sitting on laps right now. There's no seats for you, bro. And, the bandwagon was passing, and you gave me the look yo, please, yo. Hold my hand.
I'm left. Y'all leaving me?
I did no.
Y'all gonna leave me on this subway platform?
No, this is what I did. I reached out for you, and another Cleveland fan held me back and said, no. And he said, let the boy watch.
Let the boy watch.
Dog, dog. I will not continue this if you say you're a Cleveland, if you say you're a LeBron fan.
Okay. Can I say this?
What? My favorite player of all time. From the moment he stepped in the league, I've always been on him. I've always known him to be I think he's the best physical specimen the NBA has ever seen.
Basically.
And I've always wanted greatness for him, knowing his whole backstory, where he came from, blah, 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 blah. Now, a lot of other players have great backstories, but we won't even go into all that.
No need.
From all the scrutiny that he had going to Miami the first time. And
Absolutely.
You know what?
And I was one of them.
Yeah. And as much as I love the dude, it felt like when your brother does something dumb,
yeah,
and you're like, fuck, why'd you have to do that? But that's your bro, so you're going to ride out.
Of course.
But you're kind of like, fuck. So when he did that whole Miami speech and the whole not 5, not 6, I was like, what are you guys doing? You guys haven't won shit yet. You know what I mean?
I was right there with everybody else sipping the LeBron haterade.
And I get it. So from that, I was like, fuck, this guy's just made his legacy a lot harder. Lost the first one to Dallas. Everyone's on him. Won the next 2. Everyone's like, okay, well, we expected that. Then when he lost the last one to the Spurs, it's like, shit, y'all ain't shit. And then for him to go back to Cleveland, it's like, this nigga's running.
Yep.
This nigga ran back home like a bitch.
That's exactly
you know
what
it
was.
And I'm just there like, I was happy he went home. I just think that's iconic for him to say, I'm going to go back home and I'm going to fight the odds. First year they came out, Eastern Conference champions, everyone's like, yeah. But Golden State said, nah, dog, it's our time.
Yeah.
Took a L. People are looking at this guy like, bro, you're not that tough, bro. Like, honestly, like, you're tough, but are you even the best? Mans are saying Steph Curry's the best. Mans are saying Anthony Davis is the best. Like, there's talks of all these other guys. LeBron almost gets caught up in the mix and in the shuffle of the argument of if he's the best, which to me was ludicrous. But I understand the argument. And now, the next year, through all the adversity, people talking shit about Kevin Love, David Black gets fired. People are like, these niggas are fucking up.
Yep.
They're the best team in the East, but it's the East, nigga. It's not nothing. You know what I'm saying? They sweep the East. People are like, it's just a sweep. It's the East. It's soft. They go to the Western Conference Finals against the best team in the world that just fought a war against OKC. The series starts. And it's looking like a couple blowouts, but honestly, everyone thinks Golden State has the number. They're down 3-1. Everyone's expecting Golden State to win and close it out.
Yep.
And this is the moment that lets people know why he's the number 1% of the 1%ers in the 1 percentile of the elite athletes of the world.
Jesus.
He elevated himself to a level that no man on earth can do.
Nope.
He played 3 games of pure artistic mastery and just psychotic, locked in, focused, perfect basketball.
The man was the best player on the fucking planet.
He led his team. He's the head coach. He's the best player. He is the vocal man in the locker room. He's the guy that keeps everything funny and loose to keep everyone cool. Dog, the man made a hood man like J.R. Smith ball in. The man made a bitch nigga like Kevin Love get in it. The man amped up Kyrie to go hard. Dog, the man is the man, bro. And the man closed the game out with an iconic block. And Kyrie said it best. Kyrie said, without the shot, without the block, there is no shot.
Absolutely.
He's the best in the world, and he's the world champion right now. So suck my dick, nigga. The fuck y'all niggas talking about? Yo, listen. Nah, fuck that shit. Because you guys need to understand, he's the best in the fucking world. Don't ever question that shit. Are you guys dumb? Like, bro, who's better than him? What? No shit. He's the best facilitator. He's big, fast, and strong. He's better than Jordan ever was. He's better than Kobe ever was. He's the best player ever! Fuck, man. Nah, I lose my shit with that shit, bro. I'm like, dog. Like, bro, they came back 3-1. No one's ever done that in the world, ever.
In the finals.
And this is a new age of basketball.
It is.
The game is bigger, faster, stronger. Make no mistake.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, do you guys even know what greatness is? Y'all don't know what greatness is, bro.
I agree with 98% of everything you just said.
Do you guys understand the scrutiny that this guy goes, listen to this. Imagine you work your 9 to 5. Imagine going home every day and looking at your Snapchat or your tweets and niggas are just talking shit about you. And you're the best at something. Mm-hmm. And to deal with that, to raise a family, to be the face of the league and all that shit, and then to come out and win a championship with a new coach, you're basically the head coach. Come on, man. And I know I'm on a rant right now, and I'm so sorry.
Ran away, baby.
But
you deserve this,
bro.
You deserve this.
This guy's the man, and I'm so happy for Cleveland. I'm happy for Kyrie. I'm happy for J.R. Smith. J.R. got to taste greatness. Bro, listen. And I've always said this. You guys need to mature yourselves with your sports. Like, stop hating these dudes. Stop hating people. These guys are the best in the world. Doesn't matter who it is. I used to hate on Kobe, and I took a second. I was like, why do I hate this guy? He's the fucking best. You know what I mean? These guys are the greatest. So for you guys to say LeBron shit or LeBron sucks, you guys are, that's just stupidness to me. So, I'm going to close out just by saying, fuck the haters.
Jesus.
And bow down. And just respect greatness. And understand that he's the best ever.
And that was JoKnows. I'm kidding. No, it wasn't JoKnows.
It might as well be.
That
was Joe Rants.
Joe Rants.
Shit, dog.
I promised KoJo I'd give him 5 minutes. He took 10. Very cautious.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
What's that?
I haven't beat off all week.
Just get the fuck out of here.
Bro.
I was at it this morning.
And I would have... I get that. Well, fam, I haven't beat off all week, man.
Well, I mean, I have a couple ideas as to why.
Yeah?
But
I know why.
Oh, shit.
I know exactly why.
I didn't think you were going to admit it.
I mean, I'm not going to go in on it, but it just kind of reminds me of my topic for the day, for our segment of JoKnows Best.
Here we go.
And I just feel like,
Get ready.
ladies and gentlemen, this segment of JoKnows is going to be based on the one and your soulmate and just the idea of that. Now, I know a lot of you already are like, what? I don't believe in that shit. That shit's some bullshit, blah, 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 blah. And to a degree, like, and I've said in previous podcasts that I don't really believe in it either. I think it starts, I've said before, I think it starts with compatibility and you build upon that. And I still stand by that. But the one thing I will say is, and this is why I feel like a soulmate or someone who you just know is meant to be with you exists. And it's as simple as this, yo. You will truly know beyond, and this is the key part, beyond the shadow of a doubt. And I'm sure we've all been in relationships where you feel like you almost convince yourself, like, I'm sure you like the person, they're great, but there's a part of you that's like kind of convincing yourself, like, yeah, this could work, and you know there's things about them that you don't like, but you're kind of like, well, I'm being picky, this could work, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what, yo, that's not, and maybe you'll have a great relationship, and maybe it'll work, and maybe it'll be a long-lasting relationship, but all I can say is, I now truly believe that you can meet, based off experience, and I'll be all the way real, that there is that person where it clicks in a way that I can't even explain. But the one thing I will tell you folks is that you will know. So if you're in a relationship right now and you've had to kind of convince yourself in certain ways and whatnot, and you know you're in it and you're kind of happy and you're enjoying it, that's great. And you know you got to keep compromising and keep trying to make it work and do that because you've already committed to it. But I truly believe the people and the couples that you see who are married for 60, 70 years, still holding hands and you know, still kissing each other on the lips and still just have that passionate love, those are the 1%ers of relationships where they were truly, turn that shit off, my nigga.
My bad.
Where they were truly, like, they were truly soulmates. They were truly 100% compatible from the beginning. You'll see couples now that have been together for 50 years, 60 years, but you kind of know, like, they're just comfortable with each other at that point. They don't have that spark anymore. And I truly think when you meet that person, that's the one, and you will truly feel it in your bone bristle and in your spirit. You'll just know. And I guarantee you, those are the ones that, like I said, are still kissing when they're 90 and all that. Or when their spouse dies, they die within the next week because they just had that spiritual bond to where it's like, well, they're gone, I'm gone. That's what happened to my both sets of my grandparents. So on my mom's side, my grandma died. My grandfather died like a week and a half later. On my dad's side, my grandfather died, and my grandmother died, I think, like 2.5 weeks later. And it's just, that's that passion, man, that's like where your souls truly bond together and really become a cohesive unit.
It's like the one can't live without the other.
Real shit.
Yeah.
You know, and so all I'm saying to you folks, and I guess my message of the day is, if you're truly, let's say you're not in a relationship and you're looking for the one, and right now you're on Tinder or you're on Bumble or you're on whatever, searching for a relationship, don't do that. Be patient, because that one person will come and it will happen. You just have to believe it, and you just have to live your authentic life, and that person will find you. Trust me, because I'm telling you from experience, that's what will happen. Don't go on Tinder and all that bullshit. If you want to get some dick or some pussy, good for you. Go on Tinder, smash bitches. Go on POF, smash niggas. Do your thing. But if you're really looking for a true relationship, and a wife or a husband or a legacy and kids and a white picket fence, don't look. It will come to you. Just manifest it in your mind and believe in it and live your life to your fullest and do your best every day, and that person will find you. Trust me. Alright? And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is JoKnows Best.